Hi, you're listening to Everyday Superpower, currently known under the alias of Everyday Hay Fever, so if I do sniffle or potentially sneeze on this recording, please just be patient. So, if you enjoy body language and want to continue learning about nonverbal communication and how to read the minds of others purely by simply looking at them, observing their gestures and behaviours, whether they're interested in you sexually or potentially lying to you, click the like and the subscribe button to keep in touch and follow my videos. If you want me to do a personal video based on your own experience, or if you want to inquire with me one-on-one, you can feel free to do so by clicking the link in my bio to support. Thank you. So today we're going to be looking at the fist clench, or the hand clench perhaps. This is a clenching and a gripping, okay, exposing the knuckles and driving the fingers into the palm of the hand, okay. So it's a balling of the hands, varying from subtle to forceful. So there's a spectrum of, aggression one can use when performing this behavior. The pressure of the clench can impede the blood flow into the knuckles. So when it's at its most aggressive, then the knuckles will actually go white from the lack of blood flow, the restricted blood flow. This is a subconscious behavior, so we're not talking about somebody consciously balling their knuckles to punch someone. It may still signify the same thing, okay, as the knuckles are weapons, and I wouldn't say anybody ever consciously decide to expose the knuckles, okay, as it is completely aggressive and it's a weaponized behavior. But we're talking about the subconscious, so we may do it, others definitely do it. They will ball their fists in certain scenarios, which we will discuss, alright? It's a sign of repressed aggression, okay? So I spoke briefly on this, how to identify whether somebody doesn't like you, which is video, but we're going to have a look at a few more perspectives on it, because this is quite an important one, okay, to diffuse situations and to understand who really are your friends. Alright, so I'll tell you a story, yeah? I went to watch some live music and the host of the night was speaking to me. Okay, this individual I get a bad vibe off of, okay, they're my age, and I think to a competitive degree, we're both male obviously, and to a competitive sort of standpoint, this individual may have been, I don't know, threatened to a degree, alright? My intuition definitely told me that there was something I didn't like about this person, and I don't know what, personally, alright? But only with analysing within a moment, I was able to identify that they had their hands balled in a fist whilst taking information from me to ensure I could get into the night. The face was smiling, the attention was concentrated on me, yet the hands exposed that repressed aggression. Okay, what does it represent? It represents the weaponized hand. It represents that they want to punch me. Do they want to punch me? Not as much as they want to hold back from punching me. Okay, so acknowledge that. It's not like they're going to break out and start fighting, but they're holding back the urge to fight, alright? And we are animals, and personally I do believe what we see in this world, the bad news, especially pertaining to men, is varying degrees of biological urges, which get, which have to be squeezed in and out and shape-shifted into a whole world of various different indirect means to abide by societal standards. So we see a lot of evil in this world come from the most indirect of places, purely because we can't enact on our real biological wiring, okay? We'll always be violent, I'll tell you that, but we may be passive-aggressive or violent in more sinister means, purely as we can't just overtly punch anyone, which we may have been able to do a little more easy back in the day. But when I say back in the day, I mean our revolutionary ancestors, alright? So the balling of the fist is there. It signifies power, it signifies aggression, and it signifies a weaponized behavior. Okay, so identify this straight away. Now this fist can be behind an individual's back, this fist could be in someone's pockets, these fists could be whilst the individual has their arms crossed. Okay, it all means the same thing. In an isolated instance, you don't want to see no knuckles like that. Okay, it conceals the palm of the hand. The palm of the hand signifies submission and friendship and open body language. The closure of the hand is significant of closed body language, and it's just an oppressive and overt display of power or potential power. Okay, it's a very threatening symbol. So anger is an emotion, right? You've definitely touched this individually. My bad. You've touched this individual to a degree where they're getting emotional over you or thoughts of you. Or, don't get me wrong, this person may have just remembered that their girlfriend didn't come back last night whilst in conversation with you, so they may react in that manner if their mind is elsewhere. But that's for you to work out, okay, by acknowledging where their head is at and the cluster of behaviour towards you. But anger is an emotion, and you've stricken this individual directly through the heart, it seems, as they're reacting in an aggressive and angry manner. Okay, the person is wanting to strike out but resisting, obviously due to the societal boundaries as we've referenced. Alright, so it signifies low confidence, anxiety and stress. A confident individual isn't going to be provoked to a degree where they have to weaponize themselves or restrain themselves. They're going to be comfortable in themselves and be able to handle their emotions, and definitely contort themselves in a better means in communication. It's a self-soothing and a pacifying behaviour to some degree. It is a self-touching behaviour, as the fingers are touching the palms of the hand. It's not as bold as if one hand was to come over and rub the other hand, but it is a self-soothing, self-touching behaviour. And we reference this through all of the videos. Self-touching behaviours create positive feelings in the brain to fight off stress. Alright, and that's about it. I would sort of relate it to the closed body language, such as tight lips, tight jaw, and just sort of constricted, should I say, body language. Alright, it's not a positive whatsoever. If you see this and this person is reacted in this way to you, then they're not your friend. Alright, something's triggered them into this, and if it's you, then I'd be careful. Anyway, I want to say goodbye. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this, like, subscribe, and feel free to click the link in my bio, which will allow you to arrange one-on-one communication, and I'll do your own video for you, anonymously of course. Cheers, bye.